I think now we can start. Other participants join us a little later, maybe. So, Valentina, please start our forum. Валентина, мы начинаем, я думаю, буквально через минуту. Основные участники у нас присоединились, кто-то присоединится позже.
Окей.
Сегодня у нас очень камерная целевая встреча. Я вижу тут знакомых много лиц, инвесторов и проектов.
Встреча не просто камерная, бесшумная, деловая, перспективная. Мне кажется, это очень такой формат интересный. Мне он очень нравится.
К нам присоединяются финальные участники, я так понимаю, и можем начинать.
Елена, посмотрите, пожалуйста, я не могу сейчас это сделать. Евгения Гаврилов на месте? Самодератор. Давайте на самом деле начнем. Я 11-й год, я Валентина Славина, я 11-й год начинаю уральский международный венчурный форум. И каждый год у меня к нам с вами, к организаторам, к участникам, к проектам, к инвесторам, у меня только одно желание. Давайте попробуем использовать на максимальную мощность все, что сегодня происходит здесь. И все, что будет происходить, самое главное, потом, после форума. Потому что это самое. Наши связи, наше партнерство, нашу дружбу и наше присутствие. Собственно, все.
Валентина, спасибо. Thank you, Валентина. Мария.
Hello, dear friends. I am glad to see everybody. My name is Maria Aksenova. First of all, I would like to thank Valentina Slavina for organizing the 11th Urals International Venture Forum. I would like to thank all participants, co-organizers, and Yelena Golikova for moderation. It's my honor to speak to you. The mission of the Printing Pioneer Fund, which I represent, is to bring people, countries, and cultures together. We help projects attract investments and go abroad. I'm happy to greet participants from different countries. Israel, Finland, Germany, USA, Saudi Arabia, and Russia. Our investors, thank you very much for bringing people of different nationalities together. I strongly believe that the future is for cross-border operations. Now is time of cooperation and collaboration. Various countries offer different opportunities. And I believe that Russian startups have great export potential. Forum is an excellent opportunity to meet foreign partners. I am in favor of entering the foreign market with local partners. I am sure that this is most effective way to enter a new market. It is much easier to enter the market having support of local partner. He or she knows the demand size, local culture, legal practice, etc. The key challenge is to find the right one. So we are here to help with it. So I wish all participants fruitful work, and let's create new success stories together. Thank you very much for this forum.
Thank you, Мария. Спасибо, Мария. И Евгений Гаврилов продолжит нашу сегодняшнюю дискуссию.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello to everybody. My name is Evgeny Gavrilov. I'm the mentor of Association of Business Angels of Urals. And I want to thank everybody and appreciate your participating. And I hope we'll have a good discussion today. And let me represent our first speaker. It is Evgenia Kuznetsova. He is one of the best venture speakers and venture experts in Russia. He's ex-Russia venture company. Now he's head of venture investment fund. And he's always very welcome speaker on each forum. And Evgeny, please tell us about trends in technology revolution and in venture markets. Thank you. Please switch on your voice, your microphone.
Okay. Okay. Hey guys, I do not prepare to English presentation, so I forgot my mistake. And now I want to discuss about technology revolution as main process who change our world and forming main trends in economy, in business and politics and society. And in base of this transformation plays the exponential technology process. Exponential technologies is the technologies who drive by very fast and change and disrupt many industries. And now we start main process to disrupt main industries, main global industries. And today I'll say about it process, global process. At first, some helicopter view on our history. The Angus Madison data is a Holland economist who try to calculate value for global economies in pasts and in before periods. And we see that main periods of 2000 history is China and India's has around 80% of global economy. But start of the industry revolution in Europe changed situation, and exponential growth of Europe moved China and India in around 10% at all to of global economy. But right now in previous and now technology revolution, China exponential growth, and they want to be first global economy and first global market. And this is first trends, and we need to see in future as a future when the China, India, and other Asia countries is the main markets in global and main mid-class customers at global more than Europe and North America at all. So technology evolution is a very fast process. So you can see the picture, in the first picture you can see only one automotive car near the main horses, and on another one you see only one horses in many cars. Only 10 years and totally disrupt of city transportation. Typically, we have around one in the past we have around 1 or 2 disruptive technology in 10 years, and it was need around 40-50 years to adoption to all markets. But right now we have around 5 disruptive technology in 10 years, and they need only around 3 years to totally disrupt. So now we have a situation where many industries was disrupted by new technology. And in the past, this technology needs around 100 years, for example, for steam and motor ship, and around 50 years to electricity. But right now we need only 10 years to internet and only 3-5 years to AI to be global technology. So it's called global purpose technology, and this technology change any businesses, any process at all, and create new value in global economy. So about we talk about digital transformation. In the base of digital transformation, based on Moore's law, and Moore's law still live and still works. And each year we hear about new processors or new architecture of calculations, and this process still work. And right now we have artificial intellects in special who can work on special tasks and do it very well. So, for example, we invest in one of the startups who work in medical images to create some diagnosis on medical images, and he works better than typical Russian doctors. For example, we have experiments with 1,500 medical charts, and doctors can find only 50 oncologist patients in this base, but our robot system find 66 oncology patients. And when the best doctors check these results, they approve that AI work better than people's doctor. So now we work with with a situation when AI applications start to try in any industries, in any technologies, in any process, and have very good results. So all in digital transformation growth exponential. For example, data of all data in our civilization, for example, is smart sensors and other IoT devices who grows exponentially, and now we have 7 or 10 IoT devices on each people on the planet, and all in infrastructure for people, digital civilization grows exponentially. For example, starting the Elon Musk's project to space internet, now start to moving these satellites on orbit, and the business plan of this process have exponential growth of value in future, and I sure that Musk will have this value in this project. So McKinsey calculate how many added value will have global economy after use AI in any industries, and it's huge value is around 15 trillion. It's around 15% of all global economy. So this 1/3 of this part is the impact of marketing and sales. So you understand it's robots in digital marketing, robots in search engines, and another situation when robots can find any growth, any products to customers in global internet. 1/3 of this mass is industry 4.0 technologies. So it's any AI application in manufacturing, in supply chain, in rise of efficiently or less of optimization in the process, and so in industries. And another third is another industries who can produce new services and new products to market. And for example, first of results of AI growth in industries is the robotization of global manufacturing. We can see that Asia Pacific countries had new clusters of robotization countries. They have around 1 robot on 100 workers. It's 3 and 4 times more than traditional robotization country like Germany and Japan. Germany and Japan. So this country, has exponential growth. For example, in Singapore, growth is around 30% per year. And China will start very fast to robotization, and you can see in second picture exponential growth of counts robot in China. Right now, we invest in one of the Russian company who provide robots who can work with non-mass production industries and work with any details cheaper than human. And right now, we'll start process to robotization some industries who work with not mass production and work with customs goods for customers. For example, electrical devices, for example, home applications and so. Right now we will start main process to move people from their workspace for jobs, and AI still many jobs in future, and many popular professions will close in few years in future. And right now, all robotization industry works with try to work with one of the global phenomena in the works interactions people and human. It's called uncanny valley. It means that each time when you create robots who has some anthropomorph view, they like to people. People like some anthropomorphic view, but if it not looks like people. When the robots looks like people with skin and another situation that you understand that it's robot, but they very, very likes people, our situation dramatically change, and we don't work with this robot. It's very scary for us. And many robotization processes right now move to uncanny valley, and people don't like these robots in services, in around situation and so. And now we works with all process to interactions between human and robots, and works together and cooperations, and robots who understand emotion, and some produce emotion, and try to collaborate with people. For example, our robots works with medical images have specific problem that doctors understand that this robot works better than doctors, but this robot couldn't finally make final decision, because final decision is some justice practice, and only human doctors can make final decisions. So this is collaborate systems, and this collaborate system needs to all another practice for doctors, for clinics, and so. So right now, main process in the robotics industry is collaborate robots, cobots, and around 85% is efficiently of cobots better than on the human or only robot process. So in this cobot system, not people direct all process. No, it's robots managed situation, and human help robots. It's any totally different paradigm that we mean many times before, because robots is better for organized manufacturing, organized process, and human helps them and interact with them. Another big picture for transformation is the medical and wellness industry. For example, it was some experiment to try understanding what is the why rich people live better than poor people, poverty people. So you see that around 15% before with richest and poorest people, and around 7 years not at mean people. In around only 10% of this difference is genetic causes. Only 30% is different with medicine service, and 60% is health in the lifestyle. 60% difference in life spending is lifestyle. This lifestyle is the five different directions. Is the physical fitness, is the eat, what we eat, is the sleep, in the mindset, and the work sets. So right now, many startups works to create some application on devices to help people have better physical activities, or calculate the calories or nutrition, and help with sleep, help with mindset, and so. It's the exponential growth industries because the price of this technology is 5-15 years in lifespans, in the lifespans of each people. So you don't need special medicine to help you live longer, because you can live better on the base of the technologies who help you with these 5 main directions. Why it works? Now, one of the main tasks in the medicine is the age-related disease. This disease have exponential growth of risks of manifestation disease every 10 years. So it's logarithmic scale. So this is exponential curve. And you can see that 10 years, between 30 and 40 years, you have around 30 times growth of risks of diabetes. So what we can do now? Now we can check a few biomarkers. For example, it's index, HOMA index, or another tests who show you very early stage forming risks of diabetes, metabolic syndromes, or another. And you can start to prevent themselves, use physical activity, use diet organization, use restriction of sugar, or another simple methods. And risks of diabetes will reduce 10 times if you start move this lifestyle change. So right now, this lifestyle change management and services and devices really can help people to live longer. For example, I work with many startups in Russia who create new technology, angio scans, to try vasculars, very early stage vasculars disease in people who can show who can predict some stroke and another bad situation only on analysis of vascular states in people. So you can around 10 years to use very simple and very cheap methods like physical activity, like diet specialization, and so to totally eliminate risks of stroke and cardiovascular disease and so. Another main technologies who now totally disrupt all medicine is the CRISPR-Cas9 method. The Nobel Prize is here. This method can patch genome and totally change expression of gens and totally change metabolic process in people. Last year, Chinese doctors provide first designers children, then checked, then change genome to embryons, and this two girl was born, and it was a great issue to global medical community, but eras of designer's child is started, and some technology now used to any rare disease or orphan disease, because only that method you can help to people in this rare disease, orphan disease. And right now starts a huge process to analyze of cancers, cancer cells, and provide special personal disease to concrete to personal disease to each type of cancer cells. And this method can totally eliminate cancers in human. So last year was first experiment with Canadian woman who was totally eliminated cancers in their organisms. So right now, all method to gene sequencing is cheap. Pricing is false, better than Moore's law, because Moore's law projected to around 1 million to personal sequencing gene now, but right now this method has around few $100s to sequence personal genome, and in few years, 3-5, we will have around $10 to sequence personal genome and start at the start era of personal pharma drugs. For example, typically drugs like aspirin works differently because 70% of human population and 30% human population. Very simple drugs, but has very different works on population, and it's genes based. situation. So in the few years, we will start era of personalized medicine, when each people will have a personal cocktail of drugs who helps them to eliminate any disease. And this start of new era of efficiency medicine, because this precision medicine, it's called precision medicine, will have very more efficiency that typically medicine now. Another one of the technology revolution in France is the change of global infrastructure. For example, we start era of gigapolis. It's huge than megapolis, because a gigapolis is conglomerate of city agglomerations who create some object who has global scaled produce and global scale product value. For example, we can see one of the Chinese gigapolis, Delta of Pearl River, it's called. So it's around 100 million people live in this province, and around 50 million people live in this giga agglomeration. Is include Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Macau, and another cities that you know is one of the main Chinese IT and new technologies cities. For example, this agglomeration provides around half of all Chinese intellectual property. So it's they have a first place of the growth with another province in China, and provide around they have second position in China from GDP. First place has Shanghai and around giga agglomerations, delta of Yangtze. So what the giga agglomerations? This is a conglomerate of cities, of universities, of markets, and they need very perspective infrastructure organization. You can see fast speed rail, fast speed roads, and another transport environment to help people work in this great place agglomeration. So it's create unique situations that you have good manufacturing place in Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and good investment place in Hong Kong, and this one conglomerate, one city, one place. You need around 1 to 2 hours to move to your investors, and 1 of 2 hours to move from investors to your manufacturing, to control situation and understanding why they're performing or not. So in this agglomeration, you can the best practice of investment, best practice of manufacturing, best practice on market access, and this is one of the reason why China grows so fast, because it's a very efficiently organization for business and manufacturing. To create new environment to this huge cities and new environment to people, we need to disrupt many industries. For example, one of the main disruption we have in automotive industries, who's the main industries in money and in the people involved in these industries. And we have 3 steps to disrupt these industries. First step is electric car, and second step is robotic car, and third step is sharing car. So when we start to use unique transportation system and not focused on have personal car. 10 years before, we have exponential growth of electric car, and right now, and you can see they have 30-60+ % growth each year, and main driver of this growth is China, and the China is now main market for electric car. It's very clear because you understand the Chinese cities has very bad air, and they want to be they want to create clear air in the city, and the main step to this is a new energy and new transport system. So Chinese now is leader of global electric car revolution. Not Musk, we very like Elon Musk, but main producers of electric car now is China. And right now, China have more electric cars than Europe and United States, and more electric car charging stations than Europe and United States together. So infrastructure for electric car is the main process, main projects in China, and I sure that will be first cities, first countries in the world who will have only electric cars on this road at all. Maybe some small cars, some small markets like Norway or Holland will have more electric cars first, China, but in the huge countries, China will first, I'm sure. So we have few forecasts about the future of electric cars. Well, this picture is a prediction of Ray Wills, Australian scientist who has very good forecasts around new energies and new transportation, and you can see then they forecast is totally stop providing benzene, stop providing gas and diesel car in a few years. It's radical prediction, and another model is, for example, Bloomberg's model. They will have around 1/3 of new cars in 2030 and 2/3 of global cars in 2040. I think there's our future in the middle of these two forecasts, and I'm sure that we will have around 70 or 80% of new electric cars in 2030. And right now, this process starts in Europe. For example, in September, electric cars was sold more than diesel cars in Europe. And you can see this typical exponential growth dynamics. And I'm sure that in a few years, electric cars will sales more than gasoline cars in Europe. In robotization of cars, we have another exponential process. Right now, exponential growth of autopilot tier 1. Tier 1 is a very simple functions to move on the road only, and Tier 5 autopilot is a totally robotization car. Then you need only show start point and end point, and all other works provided by robots. This Tier 5 automatic systems now is in R&D stage, but in the few years they will start moving on roads, not only testing, to use on some special locations. For example, last year in Sweden started projects between mining facilities and sailing port, and this totally robotizated transport corridor it was started. So it means that in 2030 we can help around half of cars of total robotization, and maybe this start era of remove human from cars from drivers because human is use more danger practice to drive cars than robots. Another exponential growth is drones in air drones, and you can see that military and police drones are not the main part of this drones population. Main part of is the commercial drones, and now we have some projections that that we will have exponential dynamics of growth few years, and drone industry start to be one of the main logistics industry in our city, because very many logistic tasks right now can be moved to air and based on drones. Not only small pieces, small objects and middle weight object too. And so open air in city is the main tasks for now situation. And for example, this is one of the startups who solves the situation, is the American startups AirMap, who create automated system to manipulate drones in city, and you don't need to you don't need themselves to manage your drones. The system managed them better. And right now, AirMap start work with Switzerland, Japan, Estonia, and they start to use the system to direct drones in the air. And another leaders in this industry is Yihang company, a Chinese company from Guangzhou, and they start to place your system in Dubai, Singapore, Azerbaijan, and another country. And this country want to be first early adopters to drone logistics in their cities. So our dreams is flying car. It's not only dreams right now. First flying car started in this year. For example, this is a Yihang model, and they start fly in Chinese in gigapolis of Pearl River this year, and I hope that in few years this flying cars start to use in another modern city like Singapore, like Dubai, Frankfurt, in Mexico. I hear this project was tested now, and in another cities. And in horizon around 10 years, I'm sure that flying car will one of the very actual infrastructure in our cities, because it's very neat to gigapolis agglomerations and very useful. Another totally disrupted industries is energy. We work with very typically hierarchic organized industries in past, but right now all electricity industries will have network organizations with many small producers incorporate in the network, who can each time provide energy, each time take energy from networks. So it's another type of energy organization, and many startups right now works to create some services, charging systems, control systems, and another infrastructure, soft and hard, to create new network, smart grid network. It's called smart grid network. So renewable energy right now grows very fast, and you can see that renewable energy facilities 2-3 times more in the 19th, and in this year renewable energy around 3 times more gigawatts produced than new facilities, 3 times more new facilities than typical energies. But right now I hear that in this year we will have around 19% of all new facilities are renewable energy, and only 10% of new facilities is traditional energies. You can see that that cost of solar energy drop very fast, and right now they have around price around like fossil fuel plants, but in the 5 years in the low cost location, sun energy will be cheaper than any fossil fuel facility. And exponential growth not only in solar and wind plant facilities, another one in storage facilities, because we have higher tech generation is in solar and wind, because they is in day solar plant provide energies, in night no, and you need to some storage to help your customers take energy when they need energy. And so in a few years we can see exponential growth of storage industry. It's a huge storage industry for a national energy system and small storage system for each household, because this can help have energy on demand when you need the energy. And you can see typical exponential projections to rise of renewable energy. And last year in Great Britain, we have situations that renewable energy was generated like in some gigawatts like fossil fuel. In Germany last year, renewable energy provide more energy than fossil fuel. And in Europe this year, renewable energies generate more than fossil fuel energy. So renewable energy now is main provider of energy in Europe, and another country try to create this trajectory. For example, Chinese has now main invests in renewable energy, and they try to be a global leader of all renewable energy productions and services, and they has more new renewable energy facilities in world than any other countries of even regions. And the Chinese plan is totally disrupt their energy and drop the coal generation to around 10% in 15 years, in 2050. It's the greatest disruption in energy at world, I think. And how you can see in 10 years, we will totally change. We'll have totally changed all energy generation. Coal energy dropping right now. Oil generation start to drop in a few years, and gas generations start to drop in 10 years. And only renewable energy will exponential growth all this period. And why it's so important? We have dramatically climate change, and we can move to trigger point in 2 degrees upper now global temperature in 2040s, and this start dramatically change of global ecosystem on level of global ocean, and this provides dramatically situation in countries. It's a catastrophic situation, so we try to do not realize this catastrophic, and so it needs many change. For example, in this scenario, you can see on this picture how change the rainfall of rainfall in any countries. So in the, for example, in the South Europe, climate move to Tunis, Algeria type. So it's not, these countries can will be with not green countries, only yellow countries. So it's very dramatically for the people who live in this country. So what we can to do? Right now, we have global plan to dramatically drop carbon emissions. We need to drop carbon emissions in 2 and better in 3 times to 30 years to 2050. So what we can to do? We need totally changed business process and technologies in 2/3 of global economy, in 66% of global economy. It's a totally change of industry, power generation, heat, transportation, buildings. So we need many new technologies to provide drop of carbon emissions, and this is new renewable energies. This is electric cars. This is some process to catch carbons from air and hold them in solid carbon inside some vault, and this is a very huge technology area, and we very need with the technology, and this sphere is main invested area globally, because China, for example, move around $3 trillion to this program for 10 years. Europe's move $1 trillion, and I hear about another $1 trillion for this program. United States wants to move around $2 trillion to this climate change technologies, and in private business create few communities to accumulate huge capitals to invest in these technologies. I think we'll see around $10 trillion invested in these technologies in 10 years, around $1 trillion per year. So is the main volume of global technology investment in the future right now. So I try to discuss, I try to tell about main technologies disruption directions, and I invest in this area. For example, we close deal with the main dreams of automotive industries, lithium-ion accumulators who will charge in 5 minutes. So it's a great technology, because automotive car with this battery will have a life cycle like gasoline car. You will need only 5 minutes per day to charge, and this dramatically change situation on the market. And we will invest in another company of the new technology directions in AI, in medical AI, in AI in the industry 4.0, and in the smart city. And I hope this investment will be very useful for people and very useful for our investors. And I'm sure that all these trends, all these exponential growth trends will be very useful for any investors, and you can try it, and you can have very good results for your investment in this area. Thank you, and I'm ready to answer the questions if you have.
Thank you, Evgeny. Anybody have a question? You can raise your hand. And now I'd like to ask first question. What do you think about the chances of Russian high-tech startups in global markets?
Oh, great questions. Thank you. I know many startups with Russian origins and Russian startups who work in Russia, who has globally best performance technology. For example, our startups in medical image recognition have results equal like Google and better than another startups who joined this market last year. And I hope that Russian technologies has very great perspective, but all of them need helps with business strategies, with market access, with understanding how to move from little startups to huge corporation. The Russian startups typically hasn't skills, business skills to join market, to create globally products, to communicate with global leaders, to communicate with globally partners, to join to supply chain, globally supply chain, and so. So to go in global, Russian startups need very smart investors and very smart global investors who can help them to create team, leadership team, who create to join in company best professionals in market access, in market strategy, in products, in to help them to join to global corporations. So Russian startups is very technology organized, has very good technology level, but typically has a very low business level. And all investors and VCOC investors and another investors need to help them in this.
Thank you. And we have several questions from our chat. What do you think about hydrogen energy?
Okay, thanks for the question. Hydrogen energy is very perspective, and especially in cars who used in commercial sectors, for example, as taxi, in any commercial sectors of car use. And I think it will be around 30, maybe 40% of all non-gasoline cars in 10 years. So my projection that electric cars will have around 50-60% of global new car. Hydrogen will have around 20-30%, and gasoline car around 20%. And so it's very perspective industries. And right now we all works around blue hydrogen generation, because green and gray hydrogen don't solve the problem with carbon emission. So new technologies concentrate on blue technology of generation of hydrogen, electrolysis, and another technology. And it's very perspective. I work with few startups, and I'm sure that I invest one of them.
Thank you. And one more question about education system in the world. What do you think? What changes you are expected in this sphere?
In education technology. Okay, because AI solutions and robots dramatically change situation with workplace in any industries. So many people will need to change your competence, to change your skills. And so all EdTech education technology will rise exponentially 10 years and more. And it's not only education for child. No, main part of the markets is education for non-child markets. I think that typically people will need change your profession all take deep transformation of your skill set each 10, maybe each 5 years. So in future, we will need to educate all of life, all of our life. And so education technology is will main technology like food technology now. We will need to eat each day. So in future, we will need to educate each day. So it's very prospective industries. And I'm glad to say that we already close deal with Mel Technology Company, is one of the best Russian education company who sell globally their products in VR, in school education with physics, chemistry, and another sphere. It's a very fast-growing Russian startups, and we close round with another investors a few days ago.
Thank you. Yeah, and today we will have a pitch session with some edtech startups, so we can hear their great ideas. Thank you for your speech. It was really very interesting. And now I ask Evgeny Gavrilov to introduce our Finland speakers. Tell us a little bit about the next part of our forum.
Yes, Elena, thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank Evgenia Kuznetsova for his perfect presentation. I've heard something new for me. And just a few days earlier, I had a meeting with a startup who works on a flying machine, on a flying bus inside the cities. So it is very pleasant for me to understand that I also follow modern technological trends. Evgeny, thank you very much. And the next case we want to talk about is Finland. It's widely known for its facilities for business development, for its low-level bureaucracy. Finland always attracts attention of startups because they look forward for growth and multiplying their business, especially in European Union. And please let me ask our next guest, our next speaker, Karen Grigoryan. He's head of Helsinki Invest in